Hello and welcome to Educated STEM. I'm Kate, the founder of Educated STEM, and today I'm going to be looking at another couple of book reviews, and these are for people who are considering leaving academia. So maybe you're a graduate student and you've decided that you don't want to do a postdoc or continue to try and be a professor. Maybe you're in a postdoc and you've decided the same thing. Maybe you're a professor and you've decided that you no longer want to be in academia. Whatever it is, these two books are going to be helpful to you. So the first book is by Christopher L. Caterine. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Dr. Caterine, I should say. So his book is called A Practical Guide, Leaving Academia. So here it is. And I enjoyed this. It was a relatively quick read. It's very easy to get through. He talks a lot about trying to figure out what you might want to be, and also how it's going to feel to leave academia, because you've potentially invested many years of your life into becoming a professor or going through the academic career pathway. And so leaving it might be difficult. You're going to struggle talking about why you're leaving it with some people who might think that you're being silly. I mean, you've spent all this time doing what you're doing. Why would you leave? What can you use your skills to do anything else? So people saying that just don't understand the amazing transferable skills that anyone with a PhD has. And so I think this will definitely help. He's got examples of the CV. He talks about potential career paths. He has little quotes or talks about different people who've decided to go into different careers. So it is a nice book. It's 180 pages, so it's a decent size, but again, it's easy to get through, and I would definitely consider taking a look if you are considering leaving. The second book is called Going Alt-Ac, A Guide to Alternative Academic Careers by Kathryn E, Linder, Kevin Kelly, and Thomas J. Tobin. So this is a little bit longer, not too much longer. But the thing that I like about this book is it goes into more detail, and it gives you more potential avenues that you can go into. It gives you websites and resources to use. Not that the other book doesn't, but this one has just an awful lot more of them, and it gives you examples of things that you may not have considered before. It helps you do material preparation, so whether that's CV, resume, preparing for interviews, that sort of thing. So I did like this book. It definitely talks about the easiest jump from kind of maybe academic research might be into something adjacent to research. So maybe you are still working within a university or research institute system, but you become some sort of administrator, grant writer, someone who looks after budgets, a safety officer, and it's something within the research environment that you have currently been working in and are so comfortable doing. And then it talks about, further positions where you actually have to leave the research institute or university and you're going out and doing a different career. I don't really want to call it an alternative career, which was very popular a few years ago, because it makes it sound like academia is the only real career path that you are supposed to be following, and that's simply not true. We have been producing many PhDs in America and the world, and there just aren't enough professor level positions available. So it is inevitable that people who have gone through a PhD training need to find a different kind of job. And so the statistics are not good. So realistically, the majority of people will move on and get a job outside of academia. So calling it an alternative career, I think, whilst it was kind of sassy, cool a few years ago, I don't think it's the correct wording for it now. But there is cool information in it. I will definitely suggest you take a look. I will say that just for sheer information on you're going to be leaving, what on earth are you going to be doing? If you want to go through industry, what is industry or a pharmaceutical company? So if you have these thoughts, I would definitely encourage you to do some other reading. I'm just going to flash these books at you. I'm not going to talk about them. They are oldies, but they are goodies. So you may be able to get them at your institution's library. Or you might even be able to pick them up secondhand, because again, these are pretty old books now. So this one is Alternative Careers in Science. Again, with the alternative careers, Leaving the Ivory Tower, edited by Cynthia Robbins-Roth. She goes into so many different kind of careers, and each of the chapters is written by someone who is in that career. So it's not written by her, it's written by people who are doing the job. So you want to know what the job really is like, what's the day-to-day, what the training is like. It's going to be in here. It is a book from 2006. So this is dated. It's almost oh my gosh, it's almost 2 decades old. Oh my gosh, we're not. Okay, learn your maths. Yowzers. Okay, so this is a really old book. I hope maybe there's a third edition and I just don't have it. But this is a great starting point. So you want to think about a different career, this is a good one. And then this one is even more specialized. It's also a huge book. But this is by Toby Freedman, Career Opportunities in Biotechnology and Drug Development. Again, this is a super old book. I think it's from 2008. So again, another old book. Maybe she's done another one and I just don't have it. But again, if you're thinking about going into a different career that isn't academia and you're just not sure, I had so many meetings with students who decided they didn't want to do research, and for whatever reason, the majority of them then told me they wanted to go into some kind of scientific writing, scientific editing. And then, I had these conversations where I was like, great, so you enjoy reading papers and writing? And they're like, no, we don't like that. And I'm like, why would you do that as a career if you don't like it? Like, you need to utilize skills that you enjoy doing. And whilst we were discussing, like, we would be talking about different careers that might then fit with their interests and what they felt that they were good at and what they enjoyed doing. So think outside of what you currently might be imagining, and bearing in mind there's a lot of jobs that might not even be mentioned here because these are old books, so maybe there is jobs that didn't exist then and now do. So think broadly about what you might want to do, especially as I know a lot of people have recently lost their jobs, or their job might be under threat, or you're currently working at a university or a research institution, and with the way that funding is going right now, you might be concerned about your job prospects, and I feel for you. And so it's always better to be prepared, right? So start your reading now, start figuring out what you might enjoy doing, start working on your CV or your resume before you need it. So I hope that helps. I will say that I enjoyed reading both of these books. And so it might be a good place to start. These are more recent. These are definitely within the last couple of years. So consider giving them a read. So here we go again, the front covers. So just have a go. And if you have a book that you enjoy that really helps you with your career, then please drop it in the comments. If I'm not familiar with it, I would love to take a look and read it. And you never know, maybe the next video will have your book in it. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.